Today we are going to start the fifth part of the book Key Person of Influence. We start. You cannot please everyone. Next, you must choose your starting place from your big game to begin. This is the specific micro niche you will tackle first. Even a massive phenomenon like Facebook started out exclusively for Harvard University students to share their drunken photos. They have expanded to allow all university students from a tiny micro niche. Big things can grow. But it almost never happens that a business set out to please everyone and actually achieve it. You have advised clients to get specific about their micro niche and they resist at first. It feels safer to stay open, general, and non specific, although it's counterintuitive at first. We have seen time and time again our clients again traction when they pitch their micro niche. Consider your niche and add more criteria. You need to know exactly who you trying to serve or the problem you are out to solve. Your pitch might focus on a gender, an age group, a geography, an ideology, or a socio-economic group. Your pitch could address a specific unmet need, a common frustration or problem for a specific people of group of people. Sometimes it's based upon your best ever client case study. More often than not, you will know someone who is the ideal template for your micro niche. It might even be you, and the frustration will be yours. If you can closely relate to the issues is you can craft a pitch that fits your niche. Alternatively, you might target a niche based on your past because you can remember vividly a struggle that needs addressing. Your micro niche should consist of people who you would enjoy connecting with and people who would equally enjoy connecting with you. If you are not a vegetarian, do not make it part of your niche just because you think it makes business sense. You will either get found out of a hypocritical meat eater or you will end up hating your business because it's not a good fit with who you are. Choose a micro niche that are identify with personality, with genuine concern and interest. You will need to feel comfortable saying no to other opportunities while you have achieved a level of neutrality within this micro niche. Choose carefully. Use a sniper rifle, not a shotgun. Intuitively, people believe that taking a general, all encompassing approach to pitching is more effective than a narrowly focused pitch. Experience shows me it is not. When you try to catch everyone in your net, you catch no one. The cast your net wide are more graphically the heavy artillery shotgun approach to business is well and truly dead. A broad approach is especially ineffective when you are starting out. You need to become a laser sharp marksman focusing on a very specific micro niche. For thousands of your people only did business with those who were geographically close to them. They bought from the baker down the road, the accountant nearby, and went to their local toy store. In a world where geography was a natural barrier, a general store approach worked well because you could capture as many people as possible in your local vicinity. Today we live in a world unlimited by geography. We are connecting to each other with the swipe of finger on a smartphone. People now buy from the companies they find when searching on their iPad regardless of where the business is geographically located. For this reason, you need to focus. You need to become known for the micro niche and be prepared to sell to people wh- wherever they are. The general store is Amazon, and you are not going to beat them at their game. Instead, you will use their technology to reach people all over the world. Your micro niche is something you pitch for. Whenever you are asked, what do? You share exactly the type of things you are aiming for, even though it can exclude other opportunities. No more giving boring general answers for now on. Go directly after the perfect client or project you want to work with. Constructing a social pitch. You have a big game. You have a starting point. Now we need to address that age old question, what do you do? Your response can lead to a deep conversation or it can lead to polite but disengaged chit chat. Your goal is to prepare a short answer to this question that lights people up and has them asking for more. This social pitch gets used daily. It will end up being used online and others might even start using it when they introduce you. If you have a team, you need training to prepare a social pitch too. Let's take a look at 10 examples of how a normal response to the question, what do you do? Could be turned into a social pitch. From I have a PR agency. We do work on endorsement deals too. I run a PR agency. We specialize in matching celebrities with product endorsement deal. These deals may make my money for everyone involved and last for years. We have done deals for big businesses right through startups. From I am an M&A consultant. I help business grow through acquisitions. I specialize in mergers and acquisitions. I help companies to buy out a competitor without using any cash. Many of my clients have doubled their revenue in a single deal. From I have a financial services business that provides advice. I have a financial advice team who solve billion-dollar problems for governments and banks. We have 50 finance genuines geniuses on our team who do nothing but crunch data on investment and risk. Our mission is to solve the financial crisis facing retiring baby boomers. From I am a training company that deals with HR issues. To I have a training company that teaches managers who how to fire an employee properly. We are expert in how to have difficult conversations and to how to fire people so that they feel okay about it. We also save our clients a fortune in legal claims. From I design websites, blogs, and e-commerce platforms. To my design agency creates blogs for non-fiction authors. We help turn a book into a business. Typically, our work results in more paid speaking consultant and book sales. From I am a personal fitness instructor and I help people to lose weight or tune up too. I am a fitness instructor. I take people on 10-day fitness retreats to Thailand to learn Thai boxing on the beach. From I am a correct chartered accountant, but do not hold that against me. I am a chartered accountant and only work with consultants who charge over $500 a day. If a consultant is earning over 70,000 annually, I can usually save them at least $3,000 and 2 hours a week. I make furniture and other goods. I created rare, exclusive, one of the kind boardrooms table and desk. Our tables and desks often go up in a value, are collected by billionaires and celebrities. Recently, we are appointed to supply our work to one of the world's most exclusive brands. From my wife and I are starting up a business doing travel and related services. I used to work for a major airline reward program. I switched side and now I help business owners games to system and fly around the world in business class for free on their points. From we shoot videos for businesses, we can do anything related to film production, editing, animation, stuff like that too. We film orientation and training videos that gets shown to new members of staff their first week. The goal is to set everyone presenting the company properly from day one and create a high performance culture. What did you notice? These 10 examples are based on real life successful businesses as a result of improving that basic first response to the question, what do you do? They have generated a lot of business and opportunities in the real world, and they are more engaging than most people you will meet. In these examples, the response focused on the value for the person listening versus the fact about the person speaking. How will you change your social pitch? Building a strong presenting pitch. Once people are hooked by what you do, they will want more. The goal is to make a scheduled time to deliver a presentation pitch. This could range from a few minutes to a few hours depending on the circumstances. A presentation pitch cannot be left to chance. When you have a captive audience, you must be prepared to cover your bases. You also cannot sound ill prepared. You must know your pitch so well that it comes from your heart more than your memory. This means you need to write out a presentation pitch, learn it, and practice it until you own it. You know you have it. When you talk about passionately about your topic for 3 minutes or 3 hours without such preparation, getting to this point requires you to start with some structure. Let's take a look at some key things you need to know about your pitch. Your pitch center around solving a problem. People do not buy anything unless it solves a problem. They might not describe it that way. They might say they have a need, a want, or desire. The deeper truth is they only buy things that fix an unmet need. There is no value in coming up with the idea that does not solve a problem in a better way that is currently available. There is no point pitching an idea unless you understand what the problem is that you are able to resolve. There are two types of problem. the solution to which are particularly valuable, something people or businesses are already doing or buying, which you can provide better, cheaper, or more conveniently, or with more emotional benefit. An unsolved problem people or businesses have or will have soon as a consequences of technological, economic, political, or social change, which you can predict and solve. A pitch must grounded in reality. For your pitch to have real power and value for others, they need to see your idea is inspired by a genuine insight that is based in reality. This means they want to know how you arrived at the ideas in your pitch as well. Ideas based on reality are almost always born from one of the three insights: a customer insight, a technology insight, and industry insight. A customer insight. One day you might have been shopping for something and you just could not find what you were after. The service you received was terrible. You discovered something shocking, or you just knew that it could be done in a such better way. So you set out on a mission to right all the wrongs that you saw as a customer. A technology insight. You have spotted a way to use or create technology that solves a real problem or offers a brand new benefit to people. You see that there is some new opportunity to combine your niche with a new technology and make life easier. Usually, you are well experienced in this technology and you have spotted a new application for it, an industry insight. You know your niche so well that you have been able to figure out how things should be done better, faster, cheaper, or more conveniently, or with more fun. You have got deep insight into the future and you are going to be the first person there. Your pitch must be aligned to your story. When people hear you deliver your presentation pitch is must tell them more than just why this is good idea. It must tell them why it's a good idea for you. For an idea to hold your attention long enough and gain traction, it must be aligned with your strongly held belief, or else you will get bored with it. A great presentation pitch leaves people with the feeling that you were born to do this. One of my own strong belief is that entrepreneurs and leaders can solve meaningful problems in an expensive way. I want to see a world where more people are empowered to be entrepreneurs and leaders. This lines up with my personal story. Since I was a kid, I have been using the entrepreneurial mindset to solve meaningful problems. If I get involved in any business that is aligned to that mission, I know I will stay energized. Whenever I have tried to go after a good idea that did not really line up with the beliefs, I tried of it quickly and it fizzled into expensive learning experience. Quick exercise. What strongly held belief do you have that makes you perfect for your business or ideas? I strongly Your pitch must articulate the payoff. Your presentation pitch must articulate the benefits you bring to the person listening. Too many people talk about what they do, what they are good at, what they are experienced in, or what they are qualified for. All of that is irrelevant if you do not translate it into a payoff for the person who is listening. A dentist should talk about creating the perfect smile, removing people from pain, and extending the life of youthful, clean teeth. Lawyers should talk about protecting a business from a well funded competitor, preventing an idiot from winning a spurious claim, and ensuring the co founders of a startup are energized and focused on the business rather than bickering over their percentage. I recommend you have three core benefits that others will experience as a result of working with you. For example, when I explain the key person of influence method, I extend on the three big payoffs. You get to earn more money with less struggle. You get to more recognition with the industry you love. You get to attract more of the right opportunities that energize you. If people understand the payoff, you are interested in how to get it. Even if you have an amazing product, people would not buy from you if you cannot figure out what it means to their life. It's best to link your product to the classic highly valuable payoffs: more money, more time, better quality of life. Be as specific as you can. Quick exercise. What their payoffs do you want to give to others? How will you deliver the result? Once we know why you want to do something and what it will do for others, the big question most people want to know next is how you will deliver it. Will this be consumable product? Will it be a service? Will it come as a subscription? Is it a training program? Is it a website? Will it be a retail store? How you get your value to other can be in many forms, and it may grow over time. Richard Branson has a big why to shake up old industry and give customer a more delightful experience. Virgin delivers three main promises: to give customer a better deal, to make its service fun, and to champion the needs of the customer. How they deliver it is through trains, planes, credit cards, phones, festivals, and about 150 other businesses. Quick exercise. How do you get these three valuable promises over to others? Construct your presentation pitch. When you know the foundation of your pitch, life and business get easier. With a strong foundation in place, you can easily give a talk, write a brochure, create a new product, author a book, record and a video, or do a deal. The most important next step is using these foundations is a nice logical order to share your ideas with others in a way that allow them to get enrolled in your vision. There are many ways to structure a pitch. The first method I teach people when they are new to pitching is fairly basic. Position yourself as clear and credible. It's clear to your audience who you are and why you are worth listening to. You might state something that reinforces this yourself. You might be introduced by respected friends. You might arrive in your private jet, as any billionaire will tell you the real value of the private jet is not the legroom. Articulate the problem and how you notice it. You have seen a real problem and you are calling attention to it. Richard Branson tells the story about how he has standed in an airport and wondered if there was a better way to run an airline. Extrapolate on the impact of the problem. You know this problem impacts more areas of life than one might first think. You project forward into the future and stipulate what can arise if this problem is not dealt with. Solve it. Suggest that you have a way of solving this problem and sharing your ideas freely. Educate people on the key insight you have for making sure this problem is solved properly. Prove it. Back up your claim with some proof that it is a good idea. If you have not got proof, you can have a highly respected person who vouch for what you are saying. Quote some statistics if you can, or share a case study that add weights to what you are saying. Ask for what you want. Finally, get them to share what you need in order to take the idea forward. Be specific, be bold, and be clear about what you want and why. Leave people unlifted. Do not finish a pitch on a flat note. You want to finish with a story, an idea, or a vision for the future that gets people excited. People do not often remember everything you said, but they surely remember the way you left them feeling. Be sure to deliberately leave people feeling something positive. Use this structure to write out a pitch and rehearse it. It might seem a little too structured at first. However, with practice, you will develop so much clarity in your own mind that you will be able to talk about your idea naturally and still hit these bases in the right order. If your pitch sounds too rehearsed, you have not rehearsed it enough. Pitching bonus, public speaking and media appearances. One of the fastest and most powerful way to become a key person of influence is to speak to group, either at live events or through the media. As a speaker or media personality, you are instantly transformed into an authority on your topic and you reduce the time it takes to get your message out. One of the essential things all key people of influence must do is get comfortable giving their pitch to a group. This will only happen if you have practiced your pitch one on one with hundreds of people. The more you give your pitch to the people around you, the more likely it is that you will be given an opportunity to leverage your message. It's virtually impossible to make it into the idea or onto the stage if you cannot deliver a powerful pitch to an individual first. If the thought of public speaking or being featured in the media scares you, consider enrolling on a speaking course or working with a professional to ensure you can get your message across to a group as powerfully as you can do it in a one-to-one meeting. No one is born with the speaking skills. The insider speaker is that every great pitcher, speaker, or media personality has had training. Organize your pitch into a talk and ready yourself for the day you get invited to take the stage or appear in the media. It will also help you in step 3 and 4 of the KPI formula when you go to create a product and an online presence. Embrace the critics. A big fear people have when pitching their idea and getting what they perceive to be a negative response. One of my mentors has raised hundreds of millions of dollars for his businesses. He tells me all the time that one of the best responses you can get when you tell someone your idea is that would not work. Rather than getting offended, he sees his negative reaction as an excellent opportunity to find out what people think is currently blocking the way forward. If someone says to you that would not work, do not be offended. Get curious. Ask them why they think it would not work. Be patient. Ask lots of questions and write down the answers. It's these valuable insights that will draw you to discover the most important elements of your pitch that you need to get across. You might get the chance to pitch the perfect person and they might start picking holes in your plan. Do not fight them, do not try to shut them down, instead get curious. If someone says that it would not work because you would not find good stuff who can deliver the specialized service, then your next pitch will become even more powerful when you say a big reason this has not been done before is because it's almost impossible to find the staff needed to deliver the service. We have been able to overcome the issue, and here is how. A typical startup entrepreneur wants people to love their ideas and hates it when someone points out even minor flaws in their plan. A more experienced leader realizes that a critical eye is a valuable thing and any shortcomings must be addressed in order to improve the plan. Of course, you want people to be blown away by your pitch, but you are also pitched to get feedback, and some of your best insights will come from your critics. If you feel that someone relished the criticism they gave you, it will be that much sweeter when you succeed after addressing their concerns. A perfect pitch powers performance. Your pitch is your foundation. It's the most basic asset you have to an entrepreneur, leader, or change maker. It's also one of your most powerful. Larger companies too benefits when every person knows how to pitch. One of our clients taught his 50 plus team how to pitch properly. Everyone from the receptionist to the director had to know the 3-minute pitch by heart. The results were stunning. The entire company saw greater alignment, more energy, more innovation, and more sales, which could all the track back to this pitching activity. Your pitch also forms the basis of the next steps in the KPI method. From a great pitch, you will be able to publish powerful content, develop hot products, build a trusted profile, and get others involved through partnership. Without a perfect pitch, you should be cautious completing the next step in this book. Go ahead, read on, but be sure the first thing you do is to get your pitch right. If your pitch has flaws, they will show up in everything else you produce. A poor pitch will yield a boring book, products that are impossible to sell, websites that do not keep people reading, and fruitless partnerships. You want to be sure that what you have to say is valuable, that you are excited by it, and that others can excite it too. Or easily see it's not for them. You want to be sure you are happy about your micro niche and the part you want to play in it. You want to have tested your pitch on people who are in no engaged that they are in favor of your ideas. If you are happy with what you have created, then get ready for the next step in the KPI method. You are about to see how to get an express pass to the inner circle of your industry by writing and publishing your ideas. Bonus. For a special audio download relating to the selection section, visit key person of influence /pitch.